Welcome. So why do a lot of men like golf and other things like that, but golf I'm talking about right now? I had some friends who started to play golf, and the thing is about golf, it takes the men over, right? All of a sudden these guys, my friends of mine, started to go and play golf, and that's all they talked about. Golf, 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 golf. In fact, they got so boring, I stopped seeing them for a while, right? Because that's all they talked about, and they was always going to play golf now. So it does tend to take a man over golf. I don't know why golf does that. Other sort of sports, things like that, don't actually take a man over just like that, but golf, it does. I mean, it does wane later on and that, but they certainly takes them right over. So why do men play golf? I mean, what is it? Well, I didn't play golf in Europe, in the UK, because golf in the UK at that time was a bit cliquey, you know. It's a bit posh. It's a bit, yeah, you know. You don't know England, but it was class, supposed to be, you know. And I didn't like that because there was guys there that, you know, had all the gear, had the cap, had the top, had the gloves, had the clubs, had the shoes, and they couldn't play golf worth shit. But it was all about show. That was what it was all about, and I didn't like that. But in Canada, I played golf, and much more way laid back. Dress code was quite relaxed. And of course the scenery in Canada with golf courses was absolutely stunning, right? So why do people play golf? Well, for me, I noticed, all right, you go around with your friend and, you know, you both either say, well, we'll, you know, have competition between us or whatever. But a lot of times you're really playing against yourself, right? You're trying to get round in less than what you did last time. That's the thing about golf. You're playing against yourself mostly, right? And of course you got, for a man, for him, he knows his wife, is to get away from the wife and the girlfriend. He knows that she isn't going to be coming out on the next green or something. She isn't going to be bothering with him up there, and he's got his safe space, as it were. So that's mostly the reason. And also for a man, he's out in the forest, right? To him, it's not the forest, obviously, because it's too neat. But it seems like the forest to him, and he's doing, you know, things out in the wild, like sort of thing to him, and he makes him happy. And I knew the feeling. I remember walking and listening to the birds and everything, and the sun was shining, and it was nice and quiet. It's very, very serene and nice, and that's why men like the golf so much. Mainly to get away from the wife or the girlfriend, and men have always had those sort of things to get away from the wife or the girlfriend. They've always had those things where they know women aren't going to interfere or even bother with. I mean, women did take over golf a little bit because women can't think of anything else to do but copy men, and they got into golf and everything was golf. Women were there, whatever, and I'm glad to see that's waned quite a bit. I think now they're not so much into golf now. Funny, you don't see too many dart players, women, do you? Don't know why that is, you know. Just going to say about a little experience I had on the golf course in Canada. You know, we're at the tee, it's a beautiful day, and I think there's about 4 of us or something, my friends and I. And these two people come up behind us and said, we can wait for you to play through and then we'll play, but they said, do you mind us joining you? Hey, you know, they seem nice guys and everything else, and we're quite relaxed, friendly sort of group. Yeah, sure, no problem. And I think there's 2 of them, yeah. And one of them, I noticed after we played a hole or two, had this massive golf bag on wheels, but it was a massive one. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. It was almost like a trolley, like, it was so big. And I just happened to mention to him, why do you have such a big golf bag? I mean, all right, we're doing this whatever holes, but what can you carry in that, really? Anyway, so he showed me why he had a great big golf bag, and I bet you any money he must have looked around to try and get it. So he went into his golf bag, and believe it or not, he got out beer out of it, quite a lot of beer out of there, and handed us all the beer. It was chilled beer. And I thought, this guy's got the golf thing down pat. And we had quite a few beers around that golf course, just out of that bag. And I don't know where he was getting them from, but every time that we thought that was it, he would find another pocket in the thing and get us out a beer. It was quite a good round, actually. And of course, we went back to the clubhouse at the end of it and carried on with the drinking. So just a little story I thought I'd let you know there. But that's why men have these sports where hopefully women aren't going to, interrupt, and then they have their nice free time, right? Women have their free time all the time. Men don't usually get it that much. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you and, see what you thought about it.